welcome to Life Coach Corner, brought to you by Life Coach Philippines International, where we train coaches, we coach leaders, and we help coaching ecosystem be plugged in high impact organizations. And you are joining me for a 31 days conversations on how to build a coaching ecosystem within the next 12 months or in the year 2026. This is a roadmap specifically prepared for hospitals, schools, BPOs, churches, LGUs, and other high impact organizations. You are joining me for the 23rd installment of this 31 day series. And tonight, this conversation is centered around the school. So if you are one person joining me live right now, magandang araw, magandang gabi, midnight, past midnight right now. And thank you for being here. Drop a comment, okay, drop in the comment one school that made a mark in your life. So whether you are now coaching entrepreneur, you're a creative entrepreneur, you are in a workplace, you are still studying, whatever you're doing right now, okay, definitely I will bet you have one school that you cannot forget. There's one school that made a mark in you, that helped build, help shape, and influence heavily how you see life today. And for most of us, we look at school, okay, school equals education. It means a school is an organization, is an institute, is a company that is responsible for our education. Give me a yes in the chat box if you are connecting with me. And if you are in agreement and you are like me, okay, that you're looking at school equals education. How many of you gets that? How many of you have school equals education? And the first thing that comes to your mind when the word school comes to space is education. How many of you gets that? Okay? So when you talk about school, it's an education and it carries the load of learning. It carries the load of information. It carries the load of wisdom. It carries the load of knowledge. So let me challenge you right now. That school that made a mark and made a difference in your life, what does that school carry for you? Did that school carry inspiration? Maybe you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you are an engineer right now because in that school you met a person, okay, that brought you some inspiration, that breathed life to your dreams and wishes. Come on, put it in the chat box, okay? That school, what did it carry for you? What did it do to you? And until today, it made a mark to you. I'm sure there is one school that truly memorable to you. Put that school in the chat box and let the school, if you know, if that school is in Facebook, okay, if that school got a social media, put it, tag the school and let them know that they made a mark on you. So if you are joining live also tonight, okay, at this moment in time, I want you to do one thing, okay, one thing, okay? I want you to commit, okay, I want you to commit that you will bring into prayer one school and bless the school with a prayer, a blessing, okay? Right after this live, it's Christmas. Okay, it's a few days. Okay, few hours. It's gonna be the 25th. Okay, so right now is the 24th. Okay, so I'm doing episode 23. Okay, 23rd installment, but it's now 24. So in a few hours, okay, we're gonna be having our Noche Buena, okay? Noche Buena, our midnight, okay? Midnight meal before Christmas. So, ilang oras na lang po yan, okay? So, roughly 11 hours, we will be having that and we will be celebrating the birthday of Jesus. So, in line of that, I want you to just like make a yes, give me a yes in the chat box, okay? That after this, you're gonna say a prayer to one school, for one school, okay? Whether that school is the school that made a mark for you, or if you are a parent right now and you are sending one of your children to that school, okay? You want to cover that school right now, okay? So make a promise, okay? Give me like just normally I would say your gift giving, your star, your donation, your love gift is welcome. For today, for this episode, specifically, I want to ask for your prayer for one specific school. If you want to pray for 10 or more school, go ahead. But at the very least, make it a gift for me, okay? I ask you to pray for one school. Do I get a yes? Okay, put it in the chat box so that you don't forget. Okay, so going back, going back. Did you know that schools right now, as we speak, are carrying more than education? They're carrying more than wisdom. They're carrying more than information. They're carrying more than curriculums. The schools today carry, okay, and give me a yes, give me an agree, give me a connecting in the chat box. The schools today are carrying teachers who are stressed and burnt out. The schools right now are carrying students with trauma exposure. The schools today are carrying parents with pressures from work. The schools today are carrying behavioral loads of students born of their experiences at home and their influence and peer exposure influence and exposure to AI. So they have experience at home, they have exposure, they have peer influence, and they have exposure to AI. Many years before, there's just this home and the peers, okay, the friends, the barkada. Now there's an unseen world, hashtag the internet, the World Wide Web, and not only just games. Right now we are fighting, okay, with the world, hashtag AI. Okay, so how many of you connecting with that right now as we speak? Okay, as we speak, many of you look at school still the traditional way. Do I get a yes? Do you still look at school as the way it used to be? A school that used to give you your lesson plan, there's a school with teachers with lesson plan, okay, and that lesson plan is implemented to the students in a class format. You've got quizzes, you've got exams, okay, you've got projects. Come on now, okay, that's a picture of school we used to have. Yes, but that's not school today. Man, if you are joining me live, what is your picture of school today? What is the contribution of school, not only in terms of education, but in terms of nurturing our mental health? What is the contribution of school in terms of bringing upbringing responsible citizens, ethical people, godly people? What is school got to do with all of this? All of this. How many of you connects that our schools carries more than just an education burden or educational load? And if there is one organization, okay, that carries so much of moral and discipline tension, I believe it's the school. Inside the schools, you've got administrators, you've got teachers, you've got students. And each of this represents the pain of our society. Each of these people in the school represents real pain, real concern, real issues, and it's an ATM at the moment. Most of them will come to school, most of our students, most of our teachers comes to school, and you can see right there in their eyes the real thing about their home. Therefore, what is important in every school is ATM support, at the moment support. And you would agree with me that right now, ATM support all resting in the shoulders of guidance counselors. Yes? Okay? So our teachers would carry the load, but there would always be the overflow, and the overflow goes all to the guidance counselor. And name it, whether you're talking about elementary, high school, college, okay, our guidance counselors are always and forever overloaded. They carry the load, they carry the overflow. And so This is one institute, this is one organization, high impact organization that truly needing and will benefit from embedding or building a coaching ecosystem alongside or integrated with the school operating system. So, what would a coaching plan? What would a coaching plan for first year looks like for the school? That's the focus of this conversation in this episode. And I'm gonna run through. Yesterday, I walked through the hospital, and now it's the school. I'm gonna walk you through in phases, and the phases would be in quarters. So there's gonna be 4 quarters, and first quarter is the first 3 months, month 1, 2, and 3. And again, like the hospital, this is where we define the lanes inside the school. And our goal is focused on preventing role confusion. Now, if you implement coaching inside the school, there must be clarity between thinking, decision, and coping. Okay, is coaching like thinking process? Is coaching like decision making? Is coaching like coping skills? It's none. Coaching is not also guidance counseling. It's not even discipline system. This is not where you send people with problem behavioral. Yes, coaching can help, but that's not what coaching does. It's not even mentoring, where skills and experience needs to be transferred so that things get better. Not even pastoral care. So coaching will not even compete with your pastoral care. It will not even dive deeper on meaning, conscience, and faith alone. Coaching sits in the integration of this. And what will coaching do on the first 3 months is to make sure the routing among the players and the contributing parties in making sure that health, wellness is being nurtured in the academy is mapped out according to jurisdictions, boundaries, and department. Teacher coaching access, admin coaching access, referral routes to counseling. Like there's so much thing that can confuse a school when coaching ecosystem is being implemented. But all of these confusions can be prevented if on month 1 to 3 we focus on defining the roles. You've still got your clinic nurse, you still got your guidance counselor, you still have your officer in charge for discipline, you still have your principals, you still have your advisor, you still have all this personality in the school, and they will have to retain or they will be retained. They will still have their role. You still have the role of the pastor, the priest, whoever is in place right now. Coaching will not replace that. Coaching will make sure on month 1, 2 to 3 that routing among the support group will be properly executed. And where the intersection rests, and when I say rest, at that intersections, when neither of this support is coming in front and say, I take care of that, then coaching take cares of the routing that often is being missed. So that's first quarter. What happened on second quarter, which is month 4 to 6? This is where we start doing pilot coaching in teacher and mid leader pressure point. This is where we stabilize the layer that holds the school. We target first class advisors, grade levels coordinators. We can take a look at the discipline team and the new teachers in the first year. Why these are the target points? Because often this is where the crack begins or where the crack ends. So we're gonna do the sandwich approach on month 4, 5, and 6. We're gonna handle the sandwich. We're gonna handle the first point And the last point in the support system. Month 7 to 9 is where we start training internal coaches with supervision. We don't create informal helpers. We create disciplined practitioners. So we will not just build up your teachers, we will not build up your support team to be just informal helpers or go-to person carrying the emotional load, because that's exactly what's happening right now. We are going to be training them to become disciplined coaching practitioners where they know where the jurisdiction of coaching begins and where it ends. We will start with training small cohort where we bring in respected teachers, elder teachers, okay, not necessarily the most popular, but I would say the most contained. The teacher that can calm and collected. A teacher or a leader, a coordinator in the school who can see things from a 30,000 foot view. Because in this part, we've got non-negotiables. What are the non-negotiables? Supervision, boundaries, and referral rules. It means if teachers or the player or the person nominated to go through training cannot respect boundaries, then the system will collapse. If the person doesn't want to be supervised because he or she feels that she's already on the senior level, then the system will collapse. So non-negotiables will be supervision boundaries and referral rules. And finally, on our month 10, 11, and 12 on the last quarter is where coaching integrations happen. This is where we integrate coaching in the school calendar. The goal now becomes normal. Okay? It means coaching is a normal thing. Coaching is now integrated in the entire school curriculum and calendar, and it's no longer an extra thing. Integration points will happen at onboarding for new teachers, will happen on leadership pathways for coordinators. It will also happens where burnout, okay, happens and where burnout is being prevented. This is just like doing prevention during peak months or peak seasons. We will also do at this moment in time off-site coaching access for confidential issues. It means we will have our teachers, our in-house practitioners handling, okay, the cases on a regular level, and then we will have highly confidential access now on an off-site thing. Now, one thing that you need to see is this. Schools do not need more programs. You've got a lot of programs right now. What you need is a load bearing support. And what does it mean? A coaching ecosystem in a school is not about motivation. It is keeping our teachers steady enough to lead a classroom well, not month after month, not seasonality, but for the entire duration of their teaching practice. Most of our teachers right now can no longer bear the load. And that load, that overflow of the loads impact the students who are already pressure point from their home, from their churches, from their community. That overload, that overbearing teachers facing students can collapse, can crack, can burn out, or can decide to stop to protect their mental health. And it should not be the case. We love our teachers, we care for them, and we continue to support. I personally believe that one of the most important professions that we have in history and even today are our educators. That's exactly, we have invested so much in our one-on-one tutor to help augment that need for educators. And that's not only in the Philippines. That's global. So just in case you're not yet part of our one-on-one tutor, okay, somebody please put a link to our DRE, Digital Real Estate Property. Okay, big part of what we're doing in one-on-one tutor. We want to support our teachers. We want to support the primary caregiver of our children outside the school, outside the home, and that's the school. And right now, there are also caregivers outside the school, outside the home, and that's the third place. That's Decaf Coffee Republic. But not every space, not every city, not every territory have a third place like here at Decaf Coffee Republic. And so I want to call, if you are one business establishments, if you are one business owner, if you are one player in the community and you have not heard about the concept of third place, I invite you to connect with us at 0939-919, and we would be glad to share with you the concept of a third place, because third places are needed by our students, not only by employees, not only by adults, but more so by our children, our teenagers who are now exposed to the unseen world. So there's a home, there's a school, and there's the third place. And so I'd like to invite all of you to take a look at what we're doing here right now here at Decaf Coffee Republic. I'm coming in live from Decaf Coffee Republic. This is our third place. I'd like you to take a look at what we're doing here. Possibly and probably you can multiply this and you can duplicate this in your territory. And if you happens to be the go-to person in your school, I'd like to invite you to our upcoming certification program, Co-Actively Co-Create, which is a CPD accredited program by the CPD group that is based in UK. The first certification class in 2026 is going to happen on January 30 and 31. And for this certification class, first and possibly the last, I'm extending a scholarship grant for all the go-to people in the school, in high impact organizations for the school. This would be our guidance counselor. This will be our class advisor. This will be our grade coordinators. And if that happens to be you and you're able to see the value of coaching and you're looking forward to build coaching ecosystem inside the school, then I invite you to send me an email at connect@mastercoach8.com, apply for a scholarship, and you can have a 50% discount from your tuition fee this coming January. So super thank you everyone for being part of what we're doing here for the 31 days conversations. And we're about to end in this entire series, and your contributions, your participation means so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for messaging people. Thank you for bringing in people. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for allowing the message to reach the person needing this the most. So this is Master Coach A. Maraming pong salamat. And for now, I'd like to say thank you. And, okay, let's all do the love bam boom before we close. So let's do this. Love bam boom, love bam boom, love bam boom. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.